It's Europa League draw day. Not quite as exciting as the Champions League, but still exciting nonetheless. Now, me and John are about to react to the draw live. However, this is an edited down version. We did exactly the same for the Champions League last year and it went down pretty well. There's so much dead air with these draws. We're just bringing out random ex-footballers and talking to them and showing highlights reels from last season's Europa League. Not interested. Get me to the draw. So what you're about to watch and listen to is mine and John Townley's live, real reactions to the draw as it unfolds, but in a nice, tidy, easy to listen to package. As you can tell, I'm waiting for John. He should be over there. What is going on? What am I watching? A magician. Oh, we put balls on the stage. What a mistake. Oh, I can sort that for you. I'm a magician. Get on with the draw. Absolute woke nonsense. Unbelievable. John, you left that very late. They've just explained the technical procedure. Thanks for joining me. I thought I was going to react to this draw on my own.
Yeah, I mean, I left it. To be honest, I left it early. The traffic killed me. So yeah, it took me over an hour. I know over an hour to get to the press conference, but here we are. Ready.
Tell me what you missed. They said, "Oh, there's no balls this year. You know, it's just a press of a button," which is similar to last year, I think. And they had the balls out on the desk on the table, and they were going, "Oh, but there's balls here. What's this about?" And then a magician walked in and made them disappear. So you missed that. You missed that woke nonsense.
Well, to be fair, I did see it and I listened to it, and I was wanting it to continue for another 20 minutes because that is essentially what's helped me see the draw. So
yeah. Okay, I've just drawn out Porto's fixtures. We're not playing them either.
Oh, you're joking.
No Porto and no Roma either. Porto have got Forest, actually.
That was the only game I wanted to Porto away, to be honest. That was it.
This is Rangers next. They have Roma, Porto, Ludogorets, Genk and Bran. No Villa for Rangers. I do quite like this format, but it's not as exciting as the Champions League because last year we were kind of drip fed into other people's clubs' fixtures, weren't we? Whereas this year it's like, here's all of Villa's. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I much prefer the Champions League one.
Here we go. FEYENOORD. We play FEYENOORD away.
Oh, brilliant. That's good.
That's the first appearance of Villa. We're actually the 8th team in pot 1, so we have got some kind of surprise here. So yeah, FEYENOORD away from home for Aston Villa is our first sighting of a Villa fixture.
So we go back to De Kuip. That's
that's
big. That's obviously something we wanted in the Champions League last season. So that's probably the second fixture that I wanted away from home. So yeah. That's nice. That's a bit of history for Villa there. So that's FEYENOORD away, Dan, yeah?
Yeah. Lille have got their fixtures. We're not playing Lille. I'm pretty glad to avoid them, to be honest.
We need to now know our home opponents.
Our home pot 1 club, yeah. There's only 2 left.
Which is?
It's not Real Betis, so it's Salzburg.
Oh, I mean, that's pretty straightforward, you'd say.
If I've read it right. Let me just, let's confirm that. Salzburg are the next team in pot 1, and then we're last, so it has to be them, right? This is RB Salzburg. And Aston Villa, yeah. So Salzburg will come to Villa Park.
Yeah. Okay.
So we've got Salzburg and FEYENOORD in pot 1.
I'm happy with that. We're about to come out now, aren't we? So
yes, this is all of our fixtures coming up next. Jurgen Klinsmann's pressed the button on Aston Villa. We have Salzburg home, FEYENOORD away, Tel Aviv home, FENERBAHCE away, Young Boys home, Basel away, Bologna home.
Oh, boring.
And I can't see the last one. Go ahead, Eagles. Yeah, I love that one. I don't know why.
That's in The Hague, I think. Is it The Hague?
I don't know.
No, that's in Hague. I'm not too sure.
Right, John. That was the Europa League draw. Did you enjoy it? I know this is one of your favourite times of the year, the Europa League draw. Fixtures day, cup draws. You love them, don't you?
Yeah, I do. This one has been kind of ruined by traffic. I planned to get to Bodymoor like 20 minutes to spare, proper look into it and get myself ready and prepared. But it is what it is. It's press conference day. It's busy. So, but just in terms of Villa's draw, just literally from the outset, I think it's a good draw in terms of teams and points, right? I think I said in the previous episode, you either want to have teams like Porto away or Celtic away, like kind of, big teams, big occasions. But the other side of that, and what I was saying was actually I much prefer to play teams that we are more likely to beat. And I'm not saying this is going to be an easy set of games for Villa whatsoever. In fact, it's not. FEYENOORD away and FENERBAHCE away are both, particularly tricky games. But I look at the home matches, and I think Young Boys, for a start, you're not the Wankdorf, you're at Villa Park, and we won 3-0 Wankdorf. So the Wankdorf, sorry. So that needs to be 3 points. Bologna at home, again, won't be an easy match, but we beat them last season. Have they improved on last year? I don't think they have. They lost Endoy, didn't they, to Forest? you target a win there, and then Salzburg and Maccabi Tel Aviv, you target wins against those two teams as well at home. So there needs to be 4 wins at home. Basel and Go Ahead Eagles, those are games that you need to win as well, or should be winning. And then Feyenoord and Fenerbahce, the last 2. So I'm making it out as if it's a kind of set and dry. You win those ones, and and those ones may be harder. But I think everyone can kind of agree that there's a set of games there that we can at least win. At least 6 for me, 5 or 6 games we can definitely win that amount, which puts you in the top 8.
Yeah,
but as we know, you want to finish as high as possible to get those home legs in the latter rounds.
Just looking at the league phase in the Europa League last year, which obviously at the time we didn't really pay too much attention to for obvious reasons. Rangers finished 8th on 14 points, so 5 wins absolutely gets you in there based off last season. Lazio topped the table with 19, so that's winning 6 and a draw, right? So that sounds a lot more difficult, but if you label all the home games as we got to win, that's 12. Basel and Go Ahead Eagles as another potential 2 away wins, that's your 6. You've then got to get a draw away at either Fenerbahce or Feyenoord. So again, none of this is easy. This isn't us saying, well, we're going to win 7 out of 8 and finish top. Absolutely not. But I look at most teams' kind of set of fixtures there and think everything all feels quite level and everyone's got a decent run somewhere and that kind of thing. And I like the way they've done the draw actually over this season and last. They kind of change the format. I think it's better than it used to be. Kind of, I'm not scared of anyone. Is what I'm trying to say here. So I absolutely think there's 5 wins there to get into the top 8. It's whether can you sneak another couple to finish top or second.
Yeah, I think we're in a good place. I haven't looked at fixtures for Roma or the fixtures for Forest or anything like that, but I'm just looking at that and I'm thinking that in every one of those games, you'd like to think that we can go there and win. And I include Feyenoord and Fenerbahce in that. Again, not underestimating them. They're tricky matches. But ultimately, when Villa come to those places, they'll see us as, these are one of the favourites to win the competition. If we can get a result against them, that's a massive boost for us. So if you flip it that way, we are in a position there for me where you should be at least be getting probably top 6 with those fixtures. And I'm setting kind of high standards because of what we did in the Europa League, Champions League. And I know, so far this season we haven't played particularly well, but we still have the caliber of players and the manager that can win those games for
absolutely.
Sure. It's just what you do in the knockouts for me. That's the big question mark. But you can help yourself in the league phase, can't you? By finishing, if you finish in the top 2, then you've got home second legs all the way until the semi-finals, and obviously then you've got a final. So that has to be the aim for me. Try and finish in that top 2. If you don't, then you don't have a semi-final at home second leg. So yeah, that's something to obviously bear in mind. Ultimately happy with that draw, I think. Again, I wanted teams that I think Villa can compete with and beat, and we certainly have that. I'm not particularly kind of fussed about that away trip to Fenerbahce, the Mourinho's left them.
It's left now, yeah.
Yeah, so that's an interesting one. Obviously, they have Duran. They have a couple of other players who are old Premier League players. And again, that's maybe the game that you'd look at, and as well as Feyenoord, and say that those will be the 2 that will test us the most. But if Villa play to their potential, then we will certainly be testing them.
Just quickly on Forest, just because they're the other Premier League side in it, their fixtures are Porto at home, Betis away, Ferencváros, Braga away, Midtjylland at home, Sturm Graz away, Malmo at home, and Utrecht away. Much harder to pronounce the Europa League teams, but I've given it a go.
Quite similar to us, really. Porto's definitely a harder game than Salzburg. I say definitely. Porto have improved. They've improved under the new manager. They were really poor, but they got Farioli in now, and they've done well. Yeah, great. Betis away is a difficult game, though, as will Feyenoord be for Villa. But you'd say that's relatively evenly poised between us and them in terms of fixtures, I'd say.
A couple of nice little narratives just to end this video. Obviously, another Red Bull side, obviously, like we had last year. Feyenoord away is an obvious one. I shouldn't need to explain why that's relevant to everybody listening. Fenerbahce away has that spice. If you're looking for a game that is, got big atmosphere and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, the John Duran factor as well. Young boys played them last year. We know we can beat them. It's now at home. Absolutely, we should be beating them. Bologna, again, exactly the same. Home again, a bit frustrating in a weird way. Like, went to Bologna last year. Went to Villa Park to play Bologna last year. But a couple of little bits there that are, that's interesting. And FEYENOORD away is obviously the biggest one.
Yeah, I think that's the one that most Villa fans would have wanted. Going back to the stadium where we won the European Cup, it's
there was a T-shirt to commemorate that moment. If anyone's interested in a Rotterdam T-shirt, you know where to go.
That and FENERBAHCE as well. You have those are the trips to. All of them are trips to look forward to. I would have taken Salzburg away. To be fair, that's a nice place. So Basel. So obviously we went to Switzerland last year to play young boys. So you got young boys and Bologna, both teams that we played last season. Interesting, but in a different way. Bologna not particularly interesting, to be honest.
No, but they're beatable, right?
Yeah, that's it. So if you're going to get your 4-match bundle, bundle of 4 matches for the Europa League home games, you've got Salzburg, Young Boys, Bologna, and Maccabi Tel Aviv. Again, anything but 4 wins there for me. Good enough. You wouldn't take 3 wins in a draw, would you? You need to win 4.
Not how we envisaged doing this, but to be fair, your connection's held up pretty well. Where are you? Have you just pulled over on the side of the road or what?
Where am I? I've pulled over on the side of it. Parking space here, but it's like an A road. I'm not far from Bodywarner.
Okay, all right, I'll let you crack on. Thank you for watching or listening to our reaction to the Europa League draw. We'll be back tomorrow, Saturday morning, for the Crystal Palace preview. So if you want more from us on Claret and Blue, you know where to go. Thank you for listening or watching. Thank you, John. Drive safely, and we'll see you soon.